Well, I'd like to think that, Donald Trump won the election, but I'd like to think that doesn't really reflect what all Americans think. You know, America is a journey, and the journey, the destination of the journey is what the Declaration of Independence said back in 1776. You know, that we were going to be a nation where all men are created equal, where we would be a land, whatever your nationality, whatever the color of your skin or your religion or your ethnicity, that there was a place for you here. And the Statue of Liberty really represented that. But what was amazing about Donald Trump, it's the first time we've ever had someone run for president of the United States of America who was opposed to that idea, who in a sense wanted to replace the Statue of Liberty with a wall. And that is why people are crying on the streets, those who didn't vote for him, because it's almost as if, oh my gosh, have we just been kidding the world? Are we really not a special place? Are we a place where your religion does matter in this country, where your race does matter in this country? And that's why I think there's such a shock that's going on. But, it's one election. Any journey, sometimes you get lost along the way. We got lost.
He also talked about putting America first, though. What's wrong with that? A lot of people in this country wanted to hear that.
Well, it's okay to put America first, but remember, America is an idea. We're the only nation in the history of the world to be created by an idea. Every other country started out as a tribe that wanted to expand, get more land, maybe become an empire. But we started out as an idea of freedom and open to all, as I said, all ethnicities and religions. And that's what we are. And when you put America first, you first have to believe in what America's about. What's strange about this election is this is not supposed to be who we are. So people who are not white in America, people who are Hispanic, African American, people who are Muslim, whatever, all of a sudden they have to feel, oh my gosh, are we really not welcome in this country? And if that's the case, then America has suffered a greater defeat than just the election.
It's so strange to hear you, Jerry Springer, talking like this. You were the original politician turned chat show host. You got the mobs braying. You did the unspeakable in terms of the kind of language that was used on TV. Isn't that where it all originates from?
Well, people have been cursing, throughout history. All you have to do is read Shakespeare. So that's not new. But I never thought that someone who was on our show should ever be president of the United States of America. I mean, you have to be able to separate television, crazy entertainment, from the leadership of the free world. I mean, what are we thinking? You think that someone on our show should be president? Good Lord, no.
Do you think that's what's happened then? That they call politics showbiz for ugly people. Do you think those two have fused? Reality television is politics, and politics is reality TV now. That's the way we've gone.
Well, I think what has happened, we have built up over the last 40 years in America, and maybe in other countries as well, but certainly in America, for the last 40 years, we've built up a hatred of government. We believe anything in government is corrupt or incompetent, and you raise two generations of Americans to believe, with every political commercial you see, how terrible everyone is. If you raise two generations of Americans to believe that, you can't be surprised that at some point someone would run for president who is against the government. Now, in our society, to be president, you have to be well known. The only two areas you can be well known if you're not a politician, excuse me, is either sports or entertainment. Well, athletes are too young to run for president. So we had someone from the entertainment field. We didn't know it'd be Trump, but we can't be shocked that an entertainer would run for president. Thank you.
You're very down on a leader that has been elected democratically. Is there not a chance, is there not entirely possible that he could prove the skeptics wrong and do what he says, make America great again, bring in Reaganomics or whatever people want to hear from him now?
Well, obviously, I'm an American. I want him to succeed, believe me. I mean, of course we want him to succeed. But the first thing he has to recognize is that America is a multicultural society. That's what we have to do. You know, it's not just about jobs. If it was just about jobs, he never would have been elected because most Americans have jobs. That doesn't get you a majority. No, it's about what America is. And it almost as if this was a protest vote against the multiculturalism of America. In other words, it's almost as if the culture wars are over. The liberals have won. And everything in our society is more liberal than it was 10 years ago. Every generation is more liberal. I think this was a protest against that there are a lot of people that don't like to see America become multicultural, become more liberal. And this was their way to show their anger, and so they voted for Trump.
Are you cross that you didn't see this coming? You spend more time than most with the non-metropolitan Americans, the non-liberal elites on your show. Did you feel it in your gut but not accept it?
There are always going to be forces that don't believe in a multicultural society. You can't ever let go. You know, it was fool's gold to believe that just because we elected Barack Obama, therefore we wouldn't have any racial or ethnic, prejudices anymore. We still do. That has always been the cancer of our society. Hopefully we keep it in check. This election we lost. Maybe the next election we win. But the fight is forever. You never can say, good, we've arrived. America is a journey. And the journey, like every journey, sometimes you get lost.
Jerry Springer, thank you very much for joining us. Appreciate it.